This is the valley of the River Taw in all its late June glory, just as I remember it from last year. You wonder whether, when you see it, whether you'll ever see it again, whether you'll do this ride again. And here we are, a year later. Looking forward to lunch. There is a little cafe at the station at Eggersford, which I'm planning on calling in to for a bite of scoff, which is a change of last year's routine, which was lunch bought in the shop at Cobblestone and eaten on the station platform. And I must have been quite a bit later last year, and here I am around midday. And I'm not sure whether I'll wait for the next train. I can still be at Eggersford for just after 1. I don't know that I need to rush away from here. It is just so lovely. It is just so gorgeous. Not a soul about. And this is the way it is all the way from here to Barnstable. Devon. Valley of the River Taw. And here's our lovely little road. I've just got to go home and see where this leads. I should have done this last year, and I would have been armed with the information, but I'm not. So this is very much like my normal jollies, where I know nothing at the time, and I make it my business to find out afterwards. But I find it rather fun to turn up at places and not exactly know what I'm looking at, but have a few guesses. And there is our little road. I just unkempt, just as if it had been used by horse-drawn vehicles, except of course there would be a track down the middle, which drivers of three-wheel vehicles make in the absence of horses on the front of carts. You hardly know our little bridge was there, or the railway beyond. You can see the road. One of the many bridges that Devon County Council has to look after. A sort of legacy like the railways. It could do without looking after all the structures that really don't make much sense, I suppose. Paid for out of general taxation, and I'm very glad they are. There aren't many bridges like this. And there, if you took away the gates and the signage, you would hardly know there was a railway there. In fact, you can only just see the rails. And it's not easy to It's not difficult, to imagine that railway being disused, because for a few years afterwards it would still look like that, before it became vegetated, before they ripped the rails up.